looking for a bargain.
Whoa. Now that's some firepower there.
Hey there. I don't think we've met yet. The name's Ronald. Pleased to meet you.
What is this place?
You're standing on the planks of Far Harbor. It's not the friendliest place, I'll admit, but it's better than anything else you'll find on the island.
How long have you been here?
Not as long as the face would have you think, but still not long enough to earn the trust of the harbormen. I've been here about 7 years. It took 5 years just to get Mitch to rent me a bed. At least now they trust me enough to give me all the dirty jobs they don't want to do.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
I don't know all that much about it. I'm all for letting the Sids stay up there. They keep themselves to themselves. It's a shame they feel like they have to hide, though. I wish they could be more open.
Got any work?
As a matter of fact, I do have some work you could help me out with. I'm on the island on an important mission, and I've hit a sticking point.
What exactly is your mission here?
Now that I hear it out loud, maybe calling it a mission was a bit grand. I guess you could say I'm on an adventure. I'm trying to... I think it's better if I just show you. Come with me.
Mitch won't say it, but thank you.
You'd better come with me. You see this box? This is what I'm doing here. This is what my adventure is all about.
What's the big deal?
The big deal is what's inside the box. That's what I'm trying to find out. Now listen closely. I've got a tale to tell you. I traveled here from further down the East Coast, from a place called Point Lookout. You wouldn't believe the adventure I had there. But that's a tale for another time. It was as I was about to board the ferry to leave when I spotted it floating in the water. I waded into the water and dragged out this box. I couldn't find any way to open it. No key fit, no locksmith could pick it. I even tried shooting and blasting it open, but nothing works. Someone went to great effort to keep this thing locked. I've spent the last 10 years trying to figure out how to get it unlocked, and I think I might have found out how. The answer is on the island. I found what could be my biggest adventure yet. I found old correspondence between some of the wealthiest families in 19th century America. The letters were old. Some were almost 400 years old, and they were quite faded, but I could see the reference to a locked box. Before the box was lost, it was in possession of a Professor R.S.G. Hunter. I spent years tracking down the family before I tracked them here. Professor Hunter lived alone in Huntress Manor on Huntress Island, a small island off the south coast. He died young in 1800s, of unexplained causes, but I'm betting he had a key to this box. So, what do you say? Care to join me on an adventure? We can solve the mystery of Hunter's death and of the lost box at the same time.
The island's dangerous. My services won't come cheap.
I guess you're right. How does 150 cap sound?
Come on, my time's worth more than that.
I suppose I can go up to 200, but it's not really in the spirit of the adventure.
If you can't put real money on the table, I'm out.
If it's really only about the money, then you can have 250, but I'm not going any higher.
Sounds like fun. Count me in.
Trust me, we're going to have loads of fun. We can head there together, or meet up near Huntress Island. What do you want to do?
What do you hope to find?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm just looking to solve this mystery.
I want you with me on this.
Then let's get going.
Life's too bloody short to be sober.
Looks like the door is locked. I'll stand guard
Don't
here.
have the key.
You check the grounds to see if you can find a way to get us in.
Heads up. Being alone.
Hey.
So this is it. After all this time of searching the island. Huntress Manor. It's magnificent, isn't it?
How did you discover this place?
I knew Professor Hunter lived somewhere on the East Coast and somewhere north of Point Lookout. I found the island after years of traveling, then the manor after years of searching. It was so worth it. This place is beautiful.
What I've seen so far is pretty impressive.
And this is only the entrance hall. Who knows what awaits us further inside? Before I forget, here's your pay. You're welcome to stay and have a look around with me. So long as you're in the manor, I'll stick together, but I'm not leaving. I can't risk someone else coming along and looting the place now that we've got it open.
It's stuck. No way to pick this. Would need the key.
Up to me, I'd leave that behind, but you're the boss.
Can't pick this. Only opens with a key. Hey there.
What have you got there?
I found this note. Here.
He had the key buried with him? There must be something valuable in that study for him to do something like that. We're going to have to dig him up at Sleepy Pine Cemetery. I can stay here or come with you. It's your choice.
Let's go.
I'll be right with you. Oh, and here's a thought. While we're there, we can grab Hunter's skull. Maybe we can use his bones to work out why he died. Hey, is that the key in the skull? Let me have a look at it.
I went through a lot of trouble for this. I hope it was worth it.
Believe me, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, here you go.
Let me see. Yeah, this is a study key, all right. Hold on. This isn't a real skull. It's made of wood. This is a huge development. We have to get back to the manor and search the study right now.
Yeah, this is fine. I wasn't planning on sleeping tonight anyway.
No way
There's
to
a
pick
key
this.
there, next to the rifle. Maybe it's for the safe?
Can't pick this.
Safe's locked up tight. What do you think
Perfect.
the wire's connected to? That paper is from the day Professor Hunter died.
I'm gonna trust you know what you're doing. Wasting space on that.
Don't have the key. Hey there.
Let's see what we can find in here.
Would need the key.
Oh, look at how nice and clean this is. And here I am dirtying the place up.
Only opens with a key.
Let's see what we can find in here. That key, try it on the display case.
Excellent.
Well, look at that. There was a secret room behind this bookshelf. Professor Hunter sure was full of surprises. I knew it. I knew Professor Hunter would hold the answer. Look at what Dunwich wrote. The box is valuable. We've got to get to that cave.
You interested in traveling together?
Actually, I have a different plan for this one. Here's what we'll do. You go back to the cave and find the key. I'll go back to Far Harbor and get the box and bring it here. I should be ready by the time you get back. Then we can see what's inside. I can hardly wait.
Let's get on with it.
That's what I like to hear. We'll meet back here when we're done.
Did it. They actually did it. It's the big one. Nuclear fucking war. We were out on patrol when it happened. In the national park. Jesus, it was so bright, so hot. We had to take shelter in some cave. The thing is, the damn place has flooded since we got here, and now we're stuck. I sent Simmons down one of the tunnels to check out what was ahead. Tied a rope around his waist so we could pull him back if anything happened, but I think he fucking drowned in minutes. We've got some basic supplies, tents and shit, but I don't think that's the last time we got here. Gotta hold on to those though, right? Fat chance.
We live the rads. I'm still standing. Something about this place don't feel right.
What is it? What was in the box?
I'm afraid it's bad news.
What do you mean? Let me take a look at that. What the hell? These are just broken pieces of pottery. I don't understand. Why would Professor Hunter go to so much effort to protect these? What the hell was that? Did you hear a voice? It sounded like something smashed open the basement door.
Don't see places this ordinary very often.
Need the key.
What does he mean, find the professor? It's too late for that. Hunter is long dead.
Can't pick this. Okay, that's another clue found.
What do you think it all means?
Only opens with a key. Excuse me.
No adventure would be complete without a riddle, am I right?
What exactly are we looking for?
I think he's hidden clues around the room. We should be on the lookout for things that stand out.
I have no idea what's going on here.
I think this Prendergast person hid some clues around the room. These clues must go together to open the safe on that wall.
Can't be too hard. I'll see what I can do.
Good luck. If you need help, just ask.
It's a clue, but not enough.
I wonder who this Barbara was. Someone close to Prendergast, perhaps. Is that all the clues? Shall we have a go at putting them together?
Your thoughts?
I think all we need to do is put those words in the right order.
All right, let's do it. Hey.
Is that all the clues? Shall we have a go at putting them together?
All right, let's do it.
I think you got it. Try it on the safe and see what's inside. A secret door. Professor Hunter, you were just full of surprises. What is this place? This machinery looks years ahead of its time. Oh my god, there's someone in here! I think he's alive, but he's unconscious. It can't be. I think it's Professor Hunter. Look around and see if there's any way to wake him up.
Good grief. I ache all over. What happened? I can hardly remember. Who are you people? What? Good Lord! What on earth is this creature? What trickery is this? Prendergast!
Professor Hunter,
my
wait!
man! Where are you? No. It cannot be. Was I really asleep for that long? My dearest Prendergast, you did your duty exactly as I expected. You went above and beyond. Who are you people? How did you get here? How long have I been asleep? Why is my house ruined? Wait, you're not with Dunwich, are you?
Who are you?
My name is Professor Reginald Sebastian Gideon Hunter. Now please answer my questions. How long has it been?
No. I'm with Vault-Tec. Can I interest you in a new life underground?
With who? I don't understand. Please answer my questions.
I'm afraid it's bad news.
What do you mean? What kind of bad news?
You've been unconscious for a long time, Professor. It's now 2287.
2287? No, it can't be. I won't listen to the lies of whatever demon this is.
Watch who you're calling a demon, buddy. I'm a ghoul.
Demon, ghoul, use whatever terminology you like. I can tell by looking... Who are you people? How did you get here? How long have I been asleep? Why is my house a ruin? Wait, you're not with Dunwich, are you?
I'm afraid it's bad news.
What do you mean? What kind of bad news?
You've been unconscious for a long time, Professor. It's now 2287.
2287? No, it can't be. I won't listen to the lies of whatever demon this is.
Watch who you're calling a demon, buddy. I'm a ghoul.
Demon, ghoul, use whatever terminology you like. I can tell by looking at your face you are not the handiwork of the Lord.
Enough! Calm down, both of you.
I'm sorry. I know he doesn't know what he's talking about.
I am an Oxford-educated professor, but I am big enough to admit there are things I do not know. If it is not the devil's work, what created this ghoul?
I used to look like an ordinary man. The radiation changed me. It's a sickness.
Radiation? Like infrared and UV rays? I am a man of science. You cannot bamboozle me like you might the common man.
I mean, like nuclear. Oh shit. He doesn't know, does he?
Nuclear? I do not understand. What is it I don't know?
The world's been destroyed.
Destroyed? How?
Bombs. Nuclear bombs. Bombs so powerful that they changed the face of the Earth. Society collapsed. People and animals mutated.
My God. I always suspected man's technological power might outpace his morality, but I believed it would be avoided. This is all too much to take in. I cannot deal with any of this right now. I just have one more question, and I pray to God the answer is no. But I cannot think of why else you would be down here. Did you open the box?
Why do you ask?
Because if you have done, we could all be in mortal danger. Please, you have to tell me, did you open the box?
Yes.
My God. No, it cannot be. Do you have any idea what you've done? You've put us all in mortal danger.
What? Why? What was in the box? All we found were some broken fragments.
I tried so hard to hide that accursed box, but it is almost as though it has a mind of its own. The box contains an ancient spirit, a dark god, banished from this world thousands of years ago and contained within that box. By opening it, you have released it from its captivity to wreak havoc on our world. Its name is Ug Qualtoth.
You can't be serious.
I'm afraid I am deadly serious. Around 400 years ago, I came across the box at an antique auction. I couldn't find any way to open it. I'll admit I was intrigued by the mystery. One day, a man named Anthony Dunwich got in touch with me. He ran a mining company and claimed to have unearthed a key he believed would open the box. My dear assistant, Prendergast, recovered the key, and we opened the box, unwittingly releasing Ugg Qualtoth. It wreaked havoc on the island, engulfing it in a toxic fog while it sought a way to return itself to its former power. It left its mark on this island, and now it seeks to regain power once more. We have to stop it, before it's too late, and it can spread its influence across the world.
So, how do I fix this?
I am glad you asked. I know exactly what we have to do. After Dunwich tricked me into releasing Ugg Qualtoth, Prendergast and I set about researching how we could defeat it. There is a ritual that we must perform, but first we must gather together the 5, as I call them, arcane alloys. They are wretched metals, infused with evil energy. Only those who have been touched by Ugg Qualtoth can handle them without the cold burning their skin. When I completed the ritual, I buried the arcane alloys around the island, for they are both the key to destroying Ugg Qualtoth and to unlocking its power. I believed that they must not fall into Dunwich's hands. I kept only one in my possession. With this, you will be able to locate the other alloys. The alloys may have been dug up or moved in the passage of time, but if they have been, you shall know. Now go! You must not tarry! We have no time to waste. Ugg Qualtoth will surely be after the alloys as well.
Excuse me.
I've got to be honest with you. I don't know what to make of this whole thing. We really messed up, didn't we?
It's okay. You couldn't have known.
I don't know. Now that I think back on it, there were 1 or 2 warning signs. I guess I got caught up in all the intrigue. If you want me to come with you and find those alloys, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll stay here.
Time to hit the road.
All right, let's find some alloys.
I hope you can forgive my briskness earlier. There is a lot for me to process right now. Although you should be searching for the alloys, I understand that you might have some questions for me.
I'd like to hear more about your research.
I'd never considered manipulating biological longevity before my encounter with Ugg Qualtoth. That research was hurried, to say the least.
Tell me about yourself.
Perhaps a potted history of myself would ease any mistrust you have, yes. I was born in 1836 to parents who were very much part of the New England elite. Although I was born in the United States, I was sent to England where I received a first-class education, the best in the world. I spent the golden years of my youth roaming the English countryside and weaving through the streets and alleys of Oxford. It was there where I studied zoology, inspired by my fascination with Charles Darwin, who transformed our understanding of our place in the world. It It all seems so long ago.
Are you really over 400 years old?
That is correct. When I put myself to sleep, I never in my wildest dreams imagined I would last this long. I thought the machines would last a century at the very most, but I had to try and preserve myself to guard against Qualtoth.
Tell me more.
Want to hear more, eh? My father died when I was only a boy. It was the death of my mother in 1852 which brought me back to Huntress Manor, our family home. For many years I lived and worked comfortably in New England and established myself firmly in its society. I was reunited with my boyhood friend, Royston Prendergast, whom I brought into the manor to work as a butler and research assistant. My life was a happy one. That is until the late 1870s when I attended an auction, which saw me purchase a mysterious box.
So, what do you remember about the past?
I remember this island as it was, a luxurious forest teeming with beautiful flora and fauna. I dread to imagine its state after these bombs.
Tell me more.
Want to hear more? I do not know. None of my contacts knew anything about it. That is, until I was contacted by the mysterious Anthony Dunwich. I must confess, my curiosity got the better of me. I did not believe in anything mystical until I saw Qualtoth's spirit emerge.
Tell me more.
Want to hear more, eh?
Right.
Prendergast and I set to work immediately, studying every book on the occult we could. I used every government and financial contact I had to dig up information on Dunwich. I also sent my son away to Washington, under the guise of studying. Often I have wondered what became of him and his descendants.
Tell me more.
Want to hear more? Eventually, we hit upon the solution, and were able to banish Qualtoth with an ancient ritual. After completing it, I set about trying to prevent this from happening again. We could not be 100% sure of success, so I decided to preserve myself in the manor cellar, in the belief that if Qualtoth were to return, I would be awakened. The research was grueling, and I had no guarantee it would work at all, let alone work for as long as it had done.
Tell me more.
Want to hear more, eh? I faked my own death so that I could disappear unnoticed. I gave up everything and placed my trust in Prendergast to carry out my final instructions. Abandoning my life in that way was the hardest thing I have ever done, but I really thought the precautions I set out would be sufficient. I do not think there is anything more or anything different I could have done, and it would have been more successful. I can only pray that with more experience to our names, we can keep Qualtoth locked away forever this time.
Tell me more.
Want to hear more? There is nothing.
I should get going.
Please.
Got it.
I suppose everything's got its uses, but that? I don't know, boss.
That's it. Sweet. Yes. Nice.
or something! Gonna splatter your brains! Someone there? Quiet! Let him come out! Who's there? Let's have some fun. Oh, yo! Come on! Put up a good fight. Do it! Gotcha! Stupid man!
have some fun. You're gonna regret this. Maybe we can get something good out of this. Open fire! Try, asshole. But I'm still standing. Yeah, this is fine. I wasn't planning on sleeping tonight anyway.
Hey there.
You have all the alloys. I can tell just by looking at you. There's a glow about you that only comes with contact with the fetid material.
I'm getting paid for all this, right?
Paid? Of course not. Let me tell you something right now. If we are not successful here, it shall be you who makes the payment. With your life. The first step in the ritual is to form Ugqualtoth's blade. Infused with the energy of the arcane alloys, this blade is crucial to the ritual. The energy of Ugqualtoth that is present in this house will bind the alloys together. Once Ugqualtoth is vanquished, it will disintegrate, and the alloys will become unbound. I have a lab in the attic where the blade can be forged. The lab is currently sealed away, so you will have to break down the wall to gain access. The three of us should all go together. I can sense Ugqualtoth's power growing. We should avoid being alone.
Excuse me.
There it is. It seems like only yesterday I forged the blade myself. 'Tis as accursed on this day as it were back then. There's a quarry not far from here. It was a front for Dunwich borers. He was searching for an altar there. He found it. You have to travel there to perform the next part of the ritual. I think we should all go there together. I think it is high time I see the destruction brought about by these bombs for myself. No point in dithering anymore. The future awaits me, though I'm not sure I'm prepared. One thing to warn you about. We are going to be heading into Qualtoth's territory from here, so beware. My God, it's far worse than I thought.
Whoa. Now that's some firepower there.
Hey there. I don't think we've met yet. The name's Ronald. Pleased to meet you.
What is this place?
You're standing on the planks of Far Harbor. It's not the friendliest place, I'll admit, but it's better than anything else you'll find on the island.
How long have you been here?
Not as long as the face would have you think, but still not long enough to earn the trust of the harbormen. I've been here about 7 years. It took 5 years just to get Mitch to rent me a bed. At least now they trust me enough to give me all the dirty jobs they don't want to do.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
I don't know all that much about it. I'm all for letting the Sids stay up there.
Looking for a bargain?
Whoa. Now that's some firepower there.
Hey there. I don't think we've met yet. The name's Ronald. Pleased to meet you.
What is this place?
You're standing on the planks of Far Harbor. It's not the friendliest place, I'll admit, but it's better than anything else you'll find on the island.
How long have you been here?
Not as long as the face would have you think, but still not long enough to earn the trust of the harbormen. I've been here about 7 years. It took 5 years just to get Mitch to rent me a bed. At least now they trust me enough to give me all the dirty jobs they don't want to do.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
I don't know all that much about it. I'm all for letting the Sids stay up there. They keep themselves to themselves. It's a shame they feel like they have to hide, though. I wish they could be more open.
Got any work?
As a matter of fact, I do have some work you could help me out with. I'm on the island on an important mission, and I've hit a sticking point.
What exactly is your mission here?
Now that I hear it out loud, maybe calling it a mission was a bit grand. I guess you could say I'm on an adventure. I'm trying to... I think it's better if I just show you. Come with me.
Mitch won't say it, but thank you.
You'd better come with me. You see this box? This is what I'm doing here. This is what my adventure is all about.
What's the big deal?
The big deal is what's inside the box. That's what I'm trying to find out. Now listen closely. I've got a tale to tell you. I traveled here from further down the East Coast, from a place called Point Lookout. You wouldn't believe the adventure I had there. But that's a tale for another time. It was as I was about to board the ferry to leave when I spotted it floating in the water. I waded into the water and dragged out this box. I couldn't find any way to open it. No key fit, no locksmith could pick it. I even tried shooting and blasting it open, but nothing works. Someone went to great effort to keep this thing locked. I've spent the last 10 years trying to figure out how to get it unlocked, and I think I might have found out how. The answer is on the island. I found what could be my biggest adventure yet. I found old correspondence between some of the wealthiest families in 19th century America. The letters were old. Some were almost 400 years old. And they were quite faded, but I could see the reference to a locked box. Before the box was lost, it was in possession of a Professor R.S.G. Hunter. I spent years tracking down the family before I tracked them here. Professor Hunter lived alone in Huntress Manor on Huntress Island, a small island off the south coast. He died young in 1800s of unexplained causes, but I'm betting he had a key to this box. So, what do you say? Care to join me on an adventure? We can solve the mystery of Hunter's death and of the lost box at the same time.
The island's dangerous. My services won't come cheap.
I guess you're right. How does 150 cap sound?
Come on, my time's worth more than that.
I suppose I can go up to 200, but it's not really in the spirit of the adventure.
If you can't put real money on the table, I'm out.
If it's really only about the money, then you can have 250, but I'm not going any higher.
Sounds like fun. Count me in.
Trust me, we're going to have loads of fun. We can head there together, or meet up near Huntress Island. What do you want to do?
What do you hope to find?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm just looking to solve this mystery.
I want you with me on this.
Then let's get going.
Life's too bloody short to be sober.
Fighting well. I hope we didn't underestimate you. Never mind. We're just getting warmed up. You're a lot better than we anticipated. I think we're gonna have to go all in on this one. Yourself a good one here. Where did you find them? I couldn't imagine Prendergast doing something like that.
Don't you dare say his name!
I suspect you'll be wanting to get on with the ritual now, will you? Have you told them what the next step is, Hunter?
Listen, before he says anything, I assure you.
Oh, he didn't tell you, did he? The ritual requires a human sacrifice to complete. Which one was it going to be? The ghoul or the smooth one? The gods aren't picky.
You are going to sacrifice one of us?
Is that true?
I'm afraid it is. To banish Qualtoth, we must perform a human sacrifice. I swear to you.
You swear what, Hunter? What good is your word here? Your word has saved no one. What happens to people who trust you, Hunter? Your assistant, Prendergast, starved to death in a cold, damp basement. Your son was left alone and destitute to eke out a meager existence, barely scraping by. And why don't you tell us who was in the altar, rotted away in its accursed water?
You shut your mouth, you wicked scoundrel!
Now, Hunter, watch that mouth of yours. Whatever would your wife say? Anyway, I think we've had quite enough of all of this. I think I'll leave things to my friend here. He's grown in power already, you see. He's learned all your tricks. Did you really think it would be so easy to... I hope you like these walls.
Can't pick
because you're gonna
this.
be staring at them for the rest of eternity. Now that you're all captives and we have... back to full strength in no time. It's such
Only
a
opens with a
shame
key.
You won't be able to see his full glory. But take
Hey, Hunter, look! The cell door is open! Get us out of here!
Flip the switch. It looks like...
Take
Good show! You did it! I'll try and get this ruddy door open.
Well, Professor, what do we do now?
I don't know. I honest to God don't know.
You're a fighter. Don't give up. You can beat this.
I do not know what gave you that idea. I have failed us all. Qualtoth grew in power far more quickly than before. Perhaps it was all the blood spilled in the chamber. Perhaps it was the intervention of Dunwich. Perhaps it was both. I fear we may never know. That's it. It's open. Prendergast, bless your soul. Your life fingers may have saved us.
Need the key.
What in the world? What fresh hell is this?
What? What is this place? Where are we?
The lightning. The fog. There is only one place it could be. We are in Qualtoth's realm.
Have any ideas?
I do, actually. But I am fairly sure you won't like it. I read about this in my books on the occult. I think that jumping into the void might be the answer. Do you see the residue on that platform? If you coat yourself in it, it should be enough to trick Qualtoth and enable you to pass through the realm unharmed. There is not much left, and since you are the most combat-capable of the three of us, I think you should be the one to do it.
In a world full of insane ideas, that's high on the list.
I am somewhat inclined to agree with you, but there is no other option. I warned you before, but let me remind you. Ug Qualtoth is a liar and a trickster. Whatever you see when you enter the void, be wary of it. When you get out, study my books on the occult. See if you can find a way to get us out of here. If you cannot, then return to the quarry and banish Ug Qualtoth. Do not worry about me. I am ready to die.
Me too. It's been an honor adventuring with you.
It will be difficult, but if you can kill Dunwich, he will serve as a human sacrifice. He will have already offered his blood with the blade as part of the ritual to bring back Ug Qualtoth. For the love of God, do not jump into the void without harvesting the residue, or you will surely be killed. Good luck.
Hi.
You have arrived, as I knew you would. Be respectful, human, for you walk on hallowed ground.
What is this place?
You stand in the realm of Ug Qualtoth and are addressing its master. I told you we would see each other again soon. Perhaps you have changed your mind about my offering. The chance to see your wife again, to hold her forever in your arms. Surely that is too great an opportunity to let go.
And why should I trust you?
When I return, I shall be all-powerful. I could achieve this without your help. I have no need to trick you, no matter what you may have been told.
You want me to betray my friends?
Do not think of it as a betrayal. Think of it as an acceptance. Acceptance of a new life. A chance to find your family. Cheat time. Become whole again. The way you were.
Sorry. That's a deal I won't accept.
That is a disappointment. I have seen your kind before. You are but one of many, connected through space and time by the thread of destiny. They are like you, not all vault dwellers, but all chosen ones, fated to wander alone, each a carrier of their own message, each unable to escape their fate. When I return, your fate will be wrested from you. I wish for you to be there to bear witness. I banish you from this place. Join us at the ritual chamber. You are already too late to stop it.
Yeah, this is fine. I wasn't planning on sleeping tonight anyway.
make an offering of my blood and transfer my energy to... I see we have a visitor. Still insisting on trying to...
Right, anyway.
So, this is how you want it, is it? Ah, curse you! Curse you! Do you think this is over? If it takes another 400 years, if it takes 1,000 years, Uqaltoth will return! It is inevitable, I tell you! Inevitable!
Jolly good show. You did it! I never doubted you for a second. I can feel the clear air. Uqaltoth is gone. I'm sure you're looking forward to celebrating, and we will do, but our task is not yet complete.
What happens now?
Uqaltoth is gone, but he could still return. We have to do everything we can to make sure that does not happen. With Uqaltoth's energy gone from this world, it will not be long before his blade disintegrates into the arcane alloys once again. You must do as I did before. You must return the ancient key to the altar where you found it. Then, when the alloys have separated, you must scatter them far and wide. Drop them on the ground, sell them, hide them in a cabinet. Take them to different lands if you can. Even if the box should be opened again, Uqaltoth will not be able to regain his strength without the blade forged from these alloys. I would not advise putting them all in one place. When you complete this task, I shall entrust Ronald with stewardship of the box.